5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
What do you think, Marge? All I need is a title.
Gregory Daniel Jackson, or Onision, is one of the top 5 or so YouTube creators on the internet. In late 2007, Onision started creating content, beginning a 12-year-long career that is still continuing to this day. His videos were generally popular, his most watched video being the song I'm a Banana, which has reached 77 million views as of December 2019.
Guys!
What, Greg?
I'm a banana!
You're a what?
I'm a banana!
What happened to your clothes?
I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Look at me, man! Yeah.
However, Onision is more remembered specifically recently for crude and abrasive interactions with people such as Eugenia Cooney, a woman well known for her well-publicized eating disorder, as well as others such as Blair White and Jacqueline Glenn. He attempts to lodge copyright complaints with YouTube against any creators who uses his material despite the rules regarding fair use, which we display at the beginning of every video we produce. More on this in a moment. Onision has gotten in trouble with both state and federal authorities over the years. The IRS has been after him for some sort of tax issues, and Washington State fined him for destroying a wetland that was on his property.
This is Greg's house right here, okay? It looks upside down to me. I don't know if it is or not. Anyway, this is Swamp House. This is your backyard. This is the wetland. All this colored in here, this is the wetland that was behind your house. Now, something that I failed to clarify in my last video here is that you have your house, you have your backyard, this is the property line, is the so-called yard work he did went into this wetland, which Greg did not own. See, Greg just doesn't own this wetland. This is a wetland with water, and it has like a small lake. And he took and wiped out his backyard and then pushed a bunch of stuff. He overlapped here, his backyard, into the wetland, which is illegal to do. And he doesn't own it. It's not his property. It's not about him doing yard work. He can do all the yard work you want in your backyard. But if you go do yard work and then you go onto the county's own land and destroy that ecosystem, then you have a problem.
However, the thing that is most egregious and odious about Onision, and the main reason that he is now in the Square of the Village Idiot, is that Greg has been credibly accused of a number of intimate and sexual dealings with underage girls, both on the internet and in real life.
So this has been ongoing for months. Basically, he has a website form. On his website form, he asks young girls, specifically females of his audience, you never see guys do this shit, to submit photos of themselves, and then he will upload a video on his Onision Speaks channel. He's done this, I think he's made like 10, 15 videos like this already. So this has been ongoing for months upon months. Basically, he uploads a video showcasing his web form of photo submissions that he's asked these young girls to submit photos of themselves so he can see their body and promote body positivity. And you know, that's great, Onision. You know, it's great that you can mask body positivity by soliciting young photos of minors sending you these types of things, many of which are very, 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 very close to full nudes. Granted, you know, you're wearing a bikini or panties and you're 13 years old, but you're also sending these photos to a 30-year-old man who has a child and a fucked-in-the-head wife who thinks that she's a girl and a boy, and her identity changes every goddamn day.
It has long been known that Onision at one time ran a website where young girls would send in pictures of themselves for Onision to rate their bodies. That is creepy enough, but it is old news. Most recently, however, a number of Onision's ex-girlfriends, again, these girls were underage when they were in a relationship with him, but some of these girls have started appearing in interviews with Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator fame, and they have given interviews in which they detail sexual encounters between themselves and Onision. Onision's partner, a transgendered bisexual named Kai, may also be involved in underage sex with minors, as well as grooming these young girls to be sexual partners for Onision. It was one of these interviews with Chris Hansen that got Onision in trouble with Patreon. After one of his former girls, named Billy, appeared in an interview with Hansen, Onision made a video in which he revealed Billy's phone number, which violates Patreon's terms of service. They took action and deleted his page. Now, to add some context here before we play the video, Onision's Patreon account was generating somewhere in the range of $2,000 to $2,500 per month, which, while that is a sizable chunk of money, it may not have been making ends meet, given Onision's fines to the IRS in Washington state. Whether it was a pride thing or the actual loss of the money, Onision took to YouTube to vent. Now, we will be playing the entire video of what has been called on the net Onision's meltdown. This is not so that Greg can lodge a copyright complaint against us. Rather, we are going to do this for two reasons. First, to give Greg a chance to vent without interruptions. While a number of videos have been done about this rant in particular, all of the ones I've seen are full of other people interrupting Greg, which is not fair, leading to our second reason for including the full video. Context. Uninterrupted, you see everything in its proper context. Once it is done, we'll go back through and pick it apart.
Wow. 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 So you guys are so into yourselves, like you are so committed to censoring innocent people that you're just gonna go and try to get my Patreon deleted now. Oh, you have an opinion of me, so you're just gonna try and ruin my entire career. Really? Is that what you're going to do? Oh, I'm sorry, the FBI never showed up. Oh, I'm sorry, the cops are all about Onion Boy because turns out didn't break a single law. So what do? Oh, well, our opinions have been invalidated so many times of him that we're gonna disable his Patreon. Wow. Wow, you would really do that. You would really do that! You tried to do the FBI, didn't work. You tried to do the police, didn't work. So instead, you resort to the paycheck. And you got it. You got it. All my patrons have been deleted. Are you happy? No! Is this what you want, huh? Is this what you want? A total meltdown? Do you like kombucha? I love kombucha! Woo, 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 woo. Drinks like pee and smells even worse. Oh, my Patreon's deleted! My Patreon! What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm covered in kombucha and I have no more Patreon! Now do this to me! All of you!
Well, that was quite the watch. So let's now go through some of it.
Wow. 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 So you guys are so into yourselves, like you are so committed to censoring innocent people
Now, to be fair, to this point, all anyone has done is make allegations, either to Chris Hansen or they've made other videos. However, if any of these allegations are anywhere near true, you are not the innocent person you are painting yourself out to be. And oh, by the way, it was not the fault of any of your viewers or the fans. Also, watch as he builds up to the meltdown.
That you're just gonna go and try to get my Patreon deleted now. Oh, you have an opinion of me, so you're just gonna try and ruin my entire career. Really? Is that what you're going to do? Oh, I'm sorry, the FBI never showed up. Oh, I'm sorry, the cops are all about Onion Boy because turns out didn't break a single law.
Actually, if the allegations being made are true, you could be in danger of being charged with receiving child pornography, sexual contact with a minor, perhaps child endangerment, and a few other things that, if any of this crossed the state borders, could send you to a federal prison for a very long time. Also, and again, the fans and followers were not involved with the Patreon decision to delete your account. When you violated their terms of service, that was all on you and nobody else.
So what do? Oh, well, our opinions have been invalidated so many times of him that we're gonna disable his Patreon. Wow. Wow, you would really do that. You would really do that!
At this point, you might be wondering if this is real. I believe that this part of the video is indeed real. Losing $2,000 to $2,500 in income per month would affect anyone. But what is fake about it is the outrage at the fans. Onision was personally involved at every step of this. He had a possibly illegal relationship with Billy, and after she took that to Chris Hansen, Onision published a video where he doxed Billy, then uploaded it to Patreon. I don't see anyone else being involved here.
You tried to do the FBI, didn't work! You tried to do the police, didn't work!
Actually, I've heard that recently the FBI has opened a case file on you, possibly because of the whole interstate thing I mentioned earlier. So I would not say that the FBI angle has not worked. As for the police, they worked. The fines to the IRS and Washington State attest to that.
So instead, you resort to the paycheck. And you got it! You got it! All my patrons have been deleted! Are you happy? No!
I follow the Rush Limbaugh ethic on this, which says that when someone is acting stupid, get out of their way and let them do it. While some people are asking YouTube why you still have a platform there, I myself prefer to watch you make a complete fool of yourself, right up until you get hauled away to the federal prison, where some big bubba can make you his version of Kai.
Is this what you want, huh? Is this what you want a total meltdown?
I shut up! That's dust! I'm morons! I'm surrounded by morons!
Do you like kombucha? I love kombucha! Woo, 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 woo. Drinks like pee and smells even worse!
Call me an alcohol novice if you want, but I actually had to look this up to figure out what the fuck kombucha actually is. It's basically really weak 5-cent alcohol. Still, kind of a waste.
My Patreon's deleted! My Patreon! What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm covered in kombucha and I have no more Patreon! Now, justice!
at me! All of you!
And the Rush Limbaugh ethic is proven as our enemy is reduced to drooling on himself and vomiting on the floor.
I'm surrounded by morons!
At this point, we have to perhaps think about the third person in all of this. What about Kai? Kai was a fan of Onision's who ended up going to live with him. He or she and Onision have since gotten married, and they now have at least one child. It's been pointed out that Kai was underage when she met up with Onision, and they waited a little less than a week after she was legal for the two of them to get married. Given this, I have little doubt that Kai became dominated by Onision, and this turned into a Stockholm Syndrome kind of thing, where the original victim turned into just another predator. I, along with the rest of the internet, am awaiting the day when Onision and Kai are perp walked from the swamp house in chains, no longer able to lure young girls into their shop of horrors.
What a dumbass!